Well, folks, it's that time of year. Gotta do this video. We have my hockey goalie gear bag for 2025. So I'm gonna go over the sticks, the pads, everything in there that I'll be using for this year, mainly for like my season right now with Bear Blue, but just in general, just kind of a new look at the gear that I am using. Some little things have changed, so yeah, let's get right on into it. So we're just gonna go from kind of top to bottom of the bag. Starting off, I still am using my True Catalyst 7x3 pads. These have just been the go-tos. I pretty much every video, every GoPro video has been these, and even every drop-in, stick and puck, everything I've been doing has been in these. These are just phenomenal pads. I love the feel. They're just fantastic all-around pads. Big things to highlight, again, that thigh rise. I don't know if you saw the video yesterday of our first game for Bear Blue. These made a huge save. It's phenomenal. My Bowers would have folded and it would have been a goal. So this thigh rise is phenomenal. Other than that, nothing's really changed. I have the armor laces on here. I've had them for a while. I haven't gone over them, but they're on here. They're custom, Chicken Master on them and Avs colors, but black otherwise. I just like that. Love them. Again, not really much to say more about these pads. They've gotten a lot more color on them, a lot more puck marks because I've been using them so much. But other than that, same pad that I reviewed, I still stand by these. I think they're great. So that's been the leg pads, and here's the other one. So, of course, to go with the leg pads, we've got the blocker, True Catalyst 7x3 blocker. Love this. Great blocker. Got a lot of use out of it. Now, I like it. It's just nice. It's nice and comfortable. And again, no notes. Not, I guess, like the big thing, it's not quite as good as the Bauer blocker. You can see him over there. But goes with the set. I like the style a little bit more. It just feels better overall. And yeah, and obviously a lot more use, a lot more marks on it. I love it. I was very much against white when I first started because you could see all that stuff. Now I like it because you can see all that stuff, if that makes sense. And of course, to go with, glove, True Catalyst 7x3 catch glove. Love this thing. It's worked in very, very well. Caught a lot more with it now. I love this thing. Again, very good glove. True does their gloves the best. I am looking to eventually someday get a custom set of True. I'm still deciding what I want and what colors I want, more importantly, so that's a huge one. But right now we're eyeballing the L95s or the PX5s. I'm not entirely sure yet which one. Both seem awesome. I kind of want to try something a little bit stiffer than these and see how that works for me. I know I want a taller thigh rise. Beer league goalie rate, but we're getting there. We still have plenty of time. I have to save for them anyway, so right now that's where we're at. So full set of the True 7x3s. From there, let's go to the mask. Same Bauer 930 mask. This is also something I want to upgrade, but I'm not in a hurry. It's been working very well. I have really not been having really any complaints with it. For the level I play at, there's not much about it. I'd love to get a custom paint job one. Still working on what I would want. And of course, that's a financial thing as well, just being delayed. But for the low-level beer league, it's not a problem. Right? It's not an issue. Same shark decal, kind of looking to maybe get a different set of stickers to upgrade it and just change it up. But that might be for later. Same cat eye that I've had now. It's a little bit dented in here, but it's not a big deal, so I'm not too worried. Didn't make it the hole really any bigger, so I still feel safe. Of course, got the dangler as well. Again, same mask, nothing to complain about. Of course, Same pants, same Bauer Elite pants. They're just working great. So I've got no reason to change them other than when they eventually really wear down. Starting to get some small holes in the bottom, but I'm not too worried. Senior size medium. They've been working great. So again, no issues. They eat things all day. The padding here is great. So yeah, and they've been the same ones I've been wearing. So why change it up? Why, I can complain and change it, but why? Next, I don't remember if I had them in the last one, but I had changed to the Bauer Pro knee pads. I had the GSX before. I've done a video on the differences between the cheaper and more expensive knee pads. And in that, I kind of overall pointed there are differences. Depending on the level, right? It might make a big deal. It might make no deal at all. I really like these. These are very comfortable, which is funny. A lot of people don't like these, and that's totally okay. They're not for everyone. I see why some people don't like them. I totally do. I found that I liked them, and I have taken pucks with them, and it feels a little bit better than the GSX. So for that, these are here. Again, been wearing them. They're not bad. I like them. So there's those. Still using the Bauer Elite Jock. Love this thing. Still works great. It's eaten some. And it's eaten some to the point where I haven't felt it. So that's been nice. It's a good jock, right? Just get a good quality jock. You'll be fine. Pull that out. Same chest protector. This is what? The Axis 1.9 from CCM. Again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Been working, right now it's in the bag flat, but whenever I dry it out, been drying it to keep the shoulders nice and big. And I love this, comfortable. It's working well. It's wearing out in places. I bought it used, so it had a couple wear spots already. So some of the stuff's starting to wear out even more. Overall, not too worried. Have been eyeballing some future options, but not too worried at the point right now. It works great. It eats things. I don't feel pucks anywhere on my chest or arms. Though for whatever reason, everyone can find this one tiny little spot where there's no padding. So doesn't matter. It's just a fact of life. So there's the chest protector. Last but not least, for the bag is, of course, my skates. Still rocking the TF7s from True. They're still phenomenal skates. I would love to pick up their Catalyst skates, the new ones that have come out within the last year. I would love to. I feel like they're a huge innovation off of what these are, but these are still fantastic. So again, why spend the money if I still have a good quality skate? For me, right now my priorities are probably the pads, honestly, just because I want something custom. Otherwise, priorities are probably pants and chest protector before anything else. These skates are fantastic. If you are thinking about True and you can get a pair of these for really cheap on clearance, I would recommend it. They're just great skates. And I'm sure the new ones are just even better. But yeah, these have been working out great for me. They are wearing out a little bit in the back. I think the left one has a bigger... Left one actually had like a little chip in it, a little tiny crack, just in the back. They're wearing out. I don't know if you can see, right? Hitting the post and stuff. They're just starting to wear out, which is to be expected. I'm not too worried about it. So if something changes, obviously I will change, but for now, not too worried about it. So that's all the gear. From there, we have socks. I need a new pair. I need a pair that's a little bit shorter. I want to get blue to match my team, but been wearing socks for games, not for practices. I have a base layer that has the Velcro. Didn't bring that down with me, but that's fine. So been wearing socks. Here is the Bear blue jersey for the year. Just their typical, and then 52. Didn't really get to pick my number, so not too worried about it. Otherwise, it would have been 29 probably. And then, of course, drop-ins, stuff like that. We have the Tendies jersey with the 29 on it. Love this jersey. This is just a fun one. Got it off Sideline Swap. You gotta love the Sideline Swap finds. So there's that. That's the bag. Let's get to the sticks now. Still using two. We'll go to the main one first. That is, of course, my Warrior RM3 RTL. Love this stick. Not much, like, if you have not seen my review, you should totally check it out. I'll try to remember to put it in. Great stick. I love the shaft geometry. I love the grip. I like the paddle. I like the blade. I like it top to bottom. This thing's amazing. And so, of course, still using it. She's a bit beat up. Got a lot of chips going on. Because, again, this has been my main go-to stick. And I picked up intensity of how much I was skating since I've gotten this. So this thing's taken more of a beating than any of my other sticks, because a lot of my other sticks saw ice time once a week, or maybe up to twice a week sometimes. This thing is regularly seeing 2 to 3 skates a week. So she's seeing it all. So, and then big thing I've changed. I have changed my tape job. I'm going to go over this at some point, but I've basically gone to a toe to heel. Whereas at one point when I did it, I was doing more of a heel with a little open toe. That's how I taped my player sticks. Buddy of mine told me to try it. I've liked it. I've enjoyed it. So that's where we're at. So I don't know if you've noticed that or not, but there's that change. So that's the main weapon of choice. Of course, you always have a backup if you can. And so for me, that's my Bauer Agent. Oh, by the way, the Ritual M3 is a 26 because I didn't know they switched their sizes. So Bauer Agent 25. Same tape job of that toe to heel. With the lime green, gotta make the stick match. I still am in love with this stick. It's not my go-to anymore. There's something about the RTL, especially with the shaft, that makes it so much easier to play with that I prefer it. And I've practiced more with it too, so I think that's a huge thing. I'm not saying that this is not okay. I can totally use this. If something happened to the RTL, I'd totally be able to pick up this thing and finish a game and play and be fine. It's not that big a deal to me, but it is a little bit different. This one's got the much shorter shaft, which is not a bad thing. If you've watched my review, I do like that, but I do like the longer shaft. I feel like I get more saves with it. But biggest thing on this one, still love the Pentagrip. If I could take that off and put it on the Warrior, I 100% would. Like, I wish that's the only thing Warrior could do to make their stick the perfect stick for me. Would be some sort of Pentagrip like this. Because I love it. Now with that, I'm not a big fan of how grippy the texture is, but it works. It's fine. It is what it is. So again, have these backups. If something happens to both of these, I do still have that Warrior V2E that I bought two something years ago. It still works. It's still taped up and ready to go in the event of an emergency. Like if in one game I break that stick and then in a practice I break this one or whatever, and I didn't have time to buy another one, I have that stick in case, like, whatever, right? This Warrior stick breaks, I have to bring out the Agent, so my next game I bring out the Agent and the backup Warrior. Agent breaks, I could use the Warrior, it's fine. It's heavy, but I would be fine. Now, fingers crossed, knock on wood, that never happens, but it is there if need be. So that stick is not disappeared, I just don't use it. So yeah, that's all the stuff in my bag. Of course, I have, like, my sweatbands and stuff are in my drawstring. I have my stretching materials in my drawstring. Water. I have pucks in the bag here and in my drawstring. So kind of, this is the everything, the big ticket items, right? All those little things in the drawstring. It's just like my lacrosse videos. Tape, of course, right? So if you have any questions about the gear I'm using, if you have any questions about recommendations, stuff like that, feel free to let me know. Some of this stuff I've done reviews. The 2 sticks, the True pads, I have done reviews on, so if you want, I can try and make sure those are in the description or somewhere in the video that you can find them. Otherwise, that is it. I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.